It is World Sight Day, and Specsavers is releasing results from its national survey. Joining us now with more on the survey and its results is Clinical Services Director Naomi Barber. Good morning, Naomi.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Now, Naomi, let's start with this. Can you tell us what the purpose of the Canada Eyecare Report 2025 is?
Sure, yeah. Specsavers has a mission to reduce avoidable blindness caused by undiagnosed eye disease. And the very first step for us, and a big one, is to really understand the perceptions and the attitudes of Canadians towards optometrists and eye exams, and understand the barriers that exist right now to people accessing eye care. So that was really the purpose of this report.
Very important stuff. Now, what are some of the key findings from the report that Canadians would be surprised or interested to learn about?
There was so much that came out, but I'll pick a couple of key findings that were really interesting for us. The first was that 1/3 of Canadians are overdue for their eye exam. In fact, 17% of people who responded said that their last eye exam was either over 5 years ago or they'd never seen an optometrist. So we've got work to do.
Yes.
To get people engaged, yeah. The second really interesting area was that over 50% of people responded to say that they felt the cost was a concern when it came to eye care.
Okay.
And as we dig deeper in that data, we understand that some of this comes just purely from confusion over coverage, provincial insurance coverage, extended benefits coverage, and how that plays into their experience with eye care. So work to do there as well. And then the big one, I think, the one that was most interesting, I think, and will be most interesting for the audience is 42% of people said that if I have a problem with my vision, I think I would know about it.
Yeah.
And as optometrists, we know that that simply isn't true. In fact, most major eye conditions will progress with very little in the way of signs and symptoms. And that's a big misconception out there in the Canadian public, so we need to overcome that.
So with that said, Naomi, is there one thing you'd want Canadians to take away from the report?
Yes, yeah, it's the role of the optometrist and the role of routine eye exams. It's very important for people to consider eye exams as part of a routine and a habit for themselves. The Canadian Association of Optometry recommends that for seniors and for children, every year they should be seeing an optometrist for an eye health check. And for healthy adults, that could be every 2 years or based on an optometrist recommendation. And this is because optometrists can use advanced technology, things like OCT, to fully understand eye health status and check the back of the eye. And that really helps then to educate and inform everybody about how their vision is progressing and to ensure that they're protecting their vision for the long run.
So important. Now, Naomi, I'll ask you quickly, can you share more about optical, I can't even say it, optical coherence tomography, why it's key, a key test during an eye exam?
Beautifully said, you got it. Optical coherence tomography. And really it doesn't matter, it's OCT, and this is very, very important. So this is an advanced 3D eye scan of the back of the eye. This is included as part of all standard eye exams at Specsavers. And we include this because it's incredibly useful in terms of detecting the earliest signs of eye conditions. So things like glaucoma, macular degeneration, diabetes, as it can occur in the eye. And this OCT really helps to equip optometrists to give the most informed and comprehensive information to patients about protecting their vision. So every standard eye exam is including that technology at Specsavers.
What would be your advice to someone who thinks their eyesight is okay, so they don't need an eye exam?
As I said, this is, it's a common myth, and we need to really overcome that. I think many people think that they just will see an optometrist to get glasses or get contact lenses if they need them. And that is simply untrue. In fact, for those who have seen an optometrist, what you know is it's a comprehensive eye health check. This is like going to the doctor, but for your eyes. And so it's really important for people to understand that even if they feel they are seeing clearly, that does not mean that their eye health is all in check. But the good news is that optometrists have a wealth of knowledge and experience and expertise and can help inform every individual about a tailored plan to ensure they protect their vision forever.
Naomi, everything you've said is so helpful. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, the information provided is for reference only. Please contact an optician or optometrist before making any decisions.